The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
I'm a big fish in a small pond. Got my days free and the nights long. I create my own reality. Who I am is fine with me. As famous as I wanna be. Who I am is fine with me. It's who I am. It's who I am. Who I am.
Coming in. Hi everybody, it's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. How's it going? How exciting is this? It's August 21st, 2018. It is we're heading towards, I hate to say end of summer, because you know, summer is eternal in our minds, our youthful minds. Rena Quignali-Berg has joined us, Jeanne Simpson, Dunn has joined us, and Jeanne is going to call in at 9:30. I'm very excited about that. Ian Twin has joined us. I know you're there, Jeanne. I'm so excited. Lynn Portis, Anthony Fett, Kyle de Blasio, Chris DiPiero. Chris, I love you. Chris is going to host my show while I'm in Italy in September. Kathy Sutherland, Manny Soto have joined. Ed Kutu, hi, sweetheart. Eddie, you know, Jean's calling in later. I don't know if you know that, but this is exciting. Eddie is at Blade Salon in Old Westfield, Connecticut. Hi, Kathy Sutherland, my friend from high school. How are you? Okay, so if you've never been here, what you stumbled upon is What's the Story with Maria, which is a podcast that goes through, hi Edie Gershman, goes through armeddigitalmedia.com, Armed Radio Global. Armed Radio is our mother station. It's an incredible house that has all these great podcasts, and you can visit that anytime you want. You want to listen to us on armeddigitalmedia.com, watch us on Facebook Live, and then you can hear us at Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio.com, and as of late, Spotify. So you can just type in What's the Story with Maria. Boom. All our episodes come up. This is episode 58. Hi, Billy Young. How are you? Okay, so, yes, I was right.
Wow, 58. Congratulations.
So this handsome devil right here is my neighbor, Dana Joel Nicholson. I just call him Dana, but that is his name if you want to find him. He's not just my neighbor and friend, and I adore him. He's an incredible singer and incredible tenor, wonderful singer and showman. But yes, he's also a really fun neighbor because we both love sports and we both love theater and we both love to eat. Right, Dana?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, anyway, a lot of you are probably thinking, wait, I thought the Santoros of Paramus were on tonight. What happened? You were correct. So the Santoros of Paramus were scheduled to be on. And Mr. Santoro was under the weather. So Renee and I talked and said, you know what? Let's not push it. Let's do it another time. They are my second Italian family away from home. So I don't want to stress anybody out. And we will reschedule the Santoros of Paramus. Mikey Pello has joined us. Hi, Mikey. How are you? All right. So Dana, now so you tell the story what happened this week. I posted something. I posted a Harry Potter thing because we both love Harry Potter, right? So you tell the story, buddy.
So we had a classic small world situation happen this weekend, or a couple days ago, whenever it was.
Yeah.
But she posted this to my Facebook, and a good friend of mine from Kansas City, Missouri, which is where I moved here from, popped on the comment thread, and she was like, "Oh my God, you two know each other. That makes my heart so happy."
How crazy
and,
is that?
I responded, and I was like, well, wait, how do you two know each other? This is my friend Shawnna from Kansas City. And sure enough, they worked together like 10 years ago, forever ago, whatever, and used to know and love each other and have so much fun.
Love each other. We're both Geminis.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yes, so you know there's a lot of wild energy with Geminis.
But when I responded to her, I was like, well, actually, I'm Maria's neighbor, and
next door neighbor.
Yeah, like literally, like when you walk out this door, it's
Dana's
like
door.
Here's her door, here's my door. That doesn't work on camera. That's like that.
Right.
That still doesn't work.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, I can walk out and then just knock on my door. She's literally right there, and she was very, very influential in us choosing this building and this apartment because
I had to rope you in. I have to have great neighbors.
I don't know how you knew. Maybe they left the door cracked and you could
They
hear us
did
being
leave the door
idiots or
cracked.
something.
And Lauren Feeney has joined us. Hi, Lauren. Isabel Raskowski, that's my cousin Marisa. Marisa, maybe I'll see you tomorrow night. I hope I'm going to be in Boston for one night, so I'm hoping to see my cousins.
But anyway, she stuck her head out when we were leaving, and we ended up like in a 20-minute conversation, and she was just so much fun, and we were like, this is the place.
Yeah, I love them instantly. See, I'm one of these people that I as one of my old roommates used to say, you are the nosy neighbor. I was like, me? What do you mean, me? I just like to know who my neighbors are.
She's not nosy. She's just cool.
Introduce myself. So I like to know who, and because I'm a musician, I tend to be the noisy neighbor as well. And I work nights, and so I want to make sure that the people that are living next door know that I'm a musician and all that. So we totally clicked.
Just right away.
Right away, and we were like, oh my God, you're a singer, we're singers, we're musicians. So that was great. And his beautiful wife, Emily, who may join us at some point. She's at work.
She got kind of caught up, but we left the door unlocked, so...
Yes, we did. And
did you make it?
Waltz in. Oh my God, you know who's joined us now?
Uh-oh.
Leo Rodriguez! Leo, I miss you so much. I haven't seen you in a while. Dana, what are you enjoying? You always enjoy a good beverage.
I
knew you'd bring something.
I don't always enjoy a good beverage, but,
I have water for you in case
today was... Oh, thank you very much. Today was my only day off this week, and I got my hair did.
You did get your hair did, and I noticed right away, didn't I?
She did. I walked right in, and she's like, "You look sharp." And I was like, "Thanks."
Let me interrupt for 1 second. Belle Parker's joined us. She's out in Wisconsin.
We're in Wisconsin. I know. Wisconsin.
Madison, I believe, right, Belle? Julie Angelina has joined us, and good day, sweetheart. She is from us. She is in Australia. She has an amazing show called The Real Drunk Housewives.
Awesome.
It's hysterical. And it goes
Real Drunk Housewives.
Yes, it's very funny. Julie Angelina, the Gina Lola Brigida of Australia.
Cool.
So go ahead, sweetheart. So you got a little haircut, I noticed right away. Got a little haircut,
and then my wife texted me, and she said, "Have you seen the news today?" And I was like, "No." And she said, "You need to turn on CNN or something." And I was like, "Okay." And I looked it up, and lots of things happened today.
Lots going on in the world today.
Not that I'm drinking to...
So you are enjoying a beverage.
I'm enjoying an adult beverage.
What is the beverage that you're enjoying?
You know what? It's a little Maker's Mark.
Very nice.
A little Maker's Mark and a little peach tea.
Oh,
it's very summery, refreshing.
That's very creative of you.
I have my baseball-sized ice cube. My
You have baseball ice cubes? I love. We're huge baseball fans. Daryl Mossberg has joined us. Michael Parsons has joined us. Yes, Marisa, we are winking. We're winking. Yeah. We don't want to go crazy with it. We're just letting it sit.
And, I don't want to be like, happy with other people's misfortune, but at the same time,
We're just enjoying our day. Okay, so we're also enjoying our days because another reason why we get along so great is because we're both huge sports fans. And you have your Blackhawks shirt.
I'm rocking my Blackhawks shirt today.
Yes, and we both love hockey. Shirts. Of course, I'm a Bruins fan because I'm originally from Boston, even though I've lived in New York for 30 years. But go Bruins, we love. Although now they haven't started yet, I don't think.
No,
when do they start? September first week?
No, that's still training camp, but they'll be late October.
Okay, so we have so much happening now. We're going into. Let's talk sports for a minute here, Dana. Because we love sports. Now, yes. So we are in, what season are we in, most important?
Well, baseball.
Baseball.
And
how is your team doing?
The Cubs?
Yes.
The Chicago Cubs. Let me check.
Let's check that.
Oh, they're in first place.
Oh my God! Wow, what a coincidence, because I think the Red Sox are also in first place.
They are in way more first place than the Cubs are even in first place.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter at the end.
But no.
You know that. It doesn't matter. You could have 20% more wins. As my dad always reminds me, in his way, doesn't matter if you lose at the end, as he pointed out today. Yeah. Thank you, Dad.
But yeah, no, they're killing it. The Red Sox are like stomping everyone.
But I, as a Red Sox fan, and my other Red Sox fan, will tell you, oh, there's Emily. Hey. Your wife, maybe she's on her way.
She's on the train, probably.
She might be. Hi, Emily. we miss you. We have a chair for you, and I made some delicious food.
She said I should be leaving in 30.
Oh, boy. All right, but we made. That's all right. Don't worry about it. We're going to talk about you. Okay, so, yes, Jeanne, I can't wait for you to talk about that as well. She is a Boston fan, even though she lives in Illinois, because she's originally from Boston. Kia Nelson has joined us. She's from Philly. Hi, Kia. How are you?
Congratulations on your Eagles.
Oh, the Eagles. I mean, and they beat the Patriots, which is my team, but I got to say, I had to give it up for the Eagles. and I have a lot of Philly friends. So I was very happy for them.
As was I.
Brendan Doherty has joined us. Hello. Greg Ascalise has joined us. Okay, so this is the thing about the Red Sox. I never get cocky because, and you know this as a Cubs fan.
Yeah.
We are always like, okay, we're not going to breathe. They're doing great. Don't breathe. Nobody move.
Don't say a thing. Don't sneeze.
Nothing. Don't move until, and then you do that exhale when that last pitch comes in, that last strike in the ninth inning, and you hear the music play. Did you guys do that growing up? Did you watch games? You're superstitious, I'm sure, right?
Oh,
Cubbies fans?
I used to. Well, I used
Not
to be
anymore
way
now.
more than I am now.
Well, now you broke the curse. That's it.
I was there for that too.
I heard that was a great. And
I don't think I will ever change the background on my phone. But
Let me hear it.
I'm going to show you that. That's a picture. I'm going to get that. That's a picture I took.
Of what is it? What
In
is it? Tell the
Cleveland.
radio listeners.
I'm sorry. It's a picture of the Cubs celebrating on the field in Cleveland.
But wait, isn't your ringtone or one of your notifications an actual crowd cheering at the game? Or did you change that?
I kind of hardcore nerded out because whenever somebody calls my phone, you hear the call from the broadcast saying, "And the Cubs are World Series champions."
I love that.
So yeah, people, whenever you call me, you really brighten my day.
I'm all about. See, but that's great. Margaret Curry has joined us. Margaret Curry, I noticed that you have a film that you've been working on, and I'd love to have you on the show at some point. So private message me and let's schedule you to be on the show. I noticed that the other day. So many people are doing so many great things, and I want to have you on. So Scott Ellis has joined. Hi, Scott Ellis. I know you. Leo Rodriguez says he is a true blue Dodgers fan, and you should be. Here's what I believe. I root for whatever team you want, but don't flip in the middle there. If that's your team, let it be your team.
Stick with it.
You would never just because you live in New York now become a New York. No. Same thing with me. People always say, you're in New York, you should be a Yankee. No, that's my team.
It's like, I get it if you are somebody who grew up and didn't participate in your hometown, and maybe you learned to love the game later in life and you happen to be living here. Yeah, fine, great.
Or you don't like your family. Okay. I mean, there are people like that.
Or that. I will say this. My mother was from Wisconsin, my father from Illinois, so there was the Bears-Packers.
Oh, boy.
Separation.
Were there dishes thrown?
Dishes were not thrown, thankfully, but
they're not Italian.
it was kind of interesting.
Dishes thrown.
There were two siblings and myself. I have a younger brother, and
I
I stuck with the Bears. You did.
Yep.
He went Packer.
Did he?
Packer territory.
So he went Packer, and
you went Packers. I stayed Bears.
Okay.
He's had a lot more celebrating. So.
Well, listen, sometimes that happens. I do love the Packers as well. I mean,
And let's be real. Who would have ever thought?
Okay.
We got a call coming in.
Is this Shawnna? I think so.
Is it 816?
Yes,
it is.
Oh my God! Hold on a second, Shawnna. I can't believe it. Hi, sweetheart. I'm going to hold you up to the microphone. First of all, hello, my love. Hello, my fellow Gemini.
Yes, right. Gemini flame.
I know, and I wanted to, just try to raise your voice, sweetie, because I have you on speakerphone, but I'm going to put you up to the microphone for the radio listeners. Okay, so, I can't believe you know Dana. Oh, that's where you put it?
Yeah.
Oh, random.
It's so random, but tell me a little bit about your theater, and how you guys know each other.
Well, we met Dana right away. We moved to Kansas City to open the living room, and
which is a
Dana,
theater? Yeah.
Yeah. Our theater's the living room.
Okay.
Theater. And Dana and Emma went to college with Rusty, my partner. You remember Rusty?
Yes, of course, I remember Rusty.
Joel and Boyd.
Yes, I remember. I know he was the enemy downstairs. We were upstairs.
Yes, exactly. We were the high class.
Right.
We were the secret bus. So they went to Southern Missouri State together, or now it's called something else, but who cares?
Missouri State. They stepped it up.
MSU. When we were kids, it was SMS, so I'm going to call it that because I'm stuck in the
Yes,
past.
stick to it. That's your story. Stick to it.
So yeah, those two, the three of them went to college together. I think Rusty was a little older than them.
By like 2 years.
They'd moved to Kansas City, for a couple of years. We did, what was the first thing we did together? The Wall? We did that.
I think
did a
so.
stage
There was an
production
incredible tribute to The Wall that had some of Kansas City's finest musicians, and I mean finest. There were people that were out on the street, I remember this clearly, and they honestly
you have some great musicians there anyway.
Oh,
I mean, it's
insane.
It's notorious for that.
And we had the pick of the litter, and there were literally people that were out on the street that were like, "Oh, I love that you guys were like blasting the album." We're like, "No, that's the actual that's live band."
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was insane.
That's how close
cool.
it was.
I didn't know I liked Pink Floyd till we did that show, and I heard all of those amazing musicians doing it live. It was nuts. It was gorgeous, and it was just a really, really creative stage depiction, like for each song. And was Emma in that, or was it just you, Dana?
She was in it.
Emma was in it too.
Okay. I'm trying to. I didn't choreograph. Like we produced it, but we were so new.
Shawnna, I didn't know that you did
but
choreograph. Do you choreograph as well?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I guess I was just saying I didn't creatively contribute all that much to that show, so it was kind of just a holy crap, we're doing this thing time period.
Now, what made you start a theater company? Was it something you always wanted to do, or?
Nope, it was something Rusty always wanted to do. We were kind of, living in New York, standing by and going,
right.
wow,
Which
I wish
is what we
were
do.
being creative. Yep, yeah, we were just we ended up working at the same restaurant together in Brooklyn Heights, like our last year there.
Okay.
And then, we kind of just got like, you know what, we need to figure out what to do to be able to be creative and not only do this, because it was taking up all our time.
Well, that's the problem with New York. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it was, we had a great place in Park Slope, but it was just like, I need to be creative. This is not, and, we both grew up in Kansas City, so we have family here, so it was kind of like, let's go back and see our family. No one's getting any younger.
Right,
and,
right.
We found this huge building, so it was really like, okay, wow, we really, like the 2-story building we found in Kansas City cost the same amount that our 400 square foot apartment on the Upper East Side.
Unbelievable. Isn't that crazy?
It's nuts, and this building is stupid huge.
It
It was like, okay, yep, there's the difference when you want to make art and you need space. That was definitely a selling point of, I wanted a gallery space, a whole room to be creative, and just a different step, so that's why we did it.
So how do we find this place? How, if people want to find where you're at, how do they find it? Do you have a website?
Yeah, it's the living room KC, as in KansasCity.com.
Okay.
And we have a Facebook page and group. There's kind of a lot of material on there. We've gotten a lot of good press. It's a good community here. There was definitely a lot of response when we showed up, like, oh, good, there's something new. Right. And the community's grown a lot ever since. Well, I wish you guys could see. I'm at this insanely enormous dog park in Kansas City right now that just opened a week ago. Like, I'm
everything's bigger
all
out
kinds
there.
Of dogs.
I mean, because you lived in New York and everything's just crammed here. I mean, we're used to it, but sometimes I know. Sometimes you go, like, I'll go back to Massachusetts and visit, and I can't believe how, like, spread out everything is. It's great.
Yeah. You're like, you could...
Leo,
wow.
Leo just posted the link for the living room, kc.com, so thanks for that, Leo.
Leo Rodriguez. Leo Rodriguez is
and
the best.
Also, I have to say, Emily just texted me, my wife Emma, and she actually reminded me, she was there first. She beat me to you guys because she did that Neil LaBute play with you all before I was in anything there. So she beat me.
Right, this is how it goes. Yeah.
Yep.
What's that? Yeah, that was like the 3rd or 4th show, so that makes sense.
That was early, wasn't it?
What year did you start there, Shawnna? What year did you start? Did you guys open that theater?
2010.
Yeah.
2010. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's already 8 years now.
Yeah, it's almost we're at the end of our 9th year on the lease. Like, we're going into it. It's nuts. I can't believe it.
I can't believe it.
That's amazing,
great.
and congratulations. God, that makes me happy.
And what do you got coming up now? What's your upcoming show or piece, or what do you got?
Well, we actually just finished our 8th season, so we're on a little bit of a break, but we're associate producing something with a guy that, I want to say kid, he's 30 years old, but like he's been with us from the beginning when he was a kid. And so we're kind of trying to help him produce a piece. He really wanted to do this kind of social justice oriented. It's about, the basic premise is it's about a real-life workplace incident that the playwright experienced where he's a black man and his boss asked him to wear a chicken suit to entertain someone coming in, and he was like, "Do you understand what you just asked me to do?" So it's kind of it's a comedy and a drama and a commentary at the same time. So it should be an interesting piece.
Yeah,
it's not
definitely.
Hours,
and what's the name of that?
That's what we're hosting. It's called Elephant.
Elephant? Okay, as an elephant in the living room, maybe, right?
Yep, Elephant in the Room. Yeah.
I love it.
Thing is like.
I love it.
So yeah, that's the next one. Like the next thing that's happening here, anyway.
Okay, honey. Well, I mean, what are the chances that you would know Dana and Emily, and you would know me, and we would literally be next door neighbors in a city of, how many people in New York? 8 million? I think there's 8 million. Yeah. I mean...
I seriously had a flip-out moment. I don't even know how I noticed it. I was like...
well, because I posted something about Harry Potter on his wall.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, duh. Someone posted, what? Wait, what? You guys know each other?
Isn't that crazy?
Like, well, they went to school with Jess Anderson, so...
Oh, really?
That still wasn't the connection. So I was like...
That's another connection. How crazy is that?
Yep.
But you know what? It's also like, I know this is so cliche, but it's also a tiny world because we all, when we're in theater or when we're in the arts, we all kind of start to know each other after a while. You know?
Yeah, gravitate. Like, if it was a working together, which you do work together now, I guess, but like living next door to each other, like, nope. Please explain that universe.
Well, that's true because
Maria, which is great.
We lived next to each other before. Well, Dana now is working at one of the places that I work at as well. So we work at Mess Hall, Harlem, which is this amazing bar on 118th and Frederick Douglass Boulevard. So come and see us. It's a great bourbon bar.
Yeah, I'll have to
it's such a great place. They have amazing hot dogs, and it's owned by three wonderful people. So,
are you done with the duplex? Or
no, I'm there Mondays and Thursdays. Still running Singer Spotlight night. And then I'm at Brandy's a lot on Fridays. I'll be there tomorrow night. I teach one day a week.
My goodness.
I know. I'm always doing
Busy
something.
lady.
I'm always doing something. Well, you know how it goes, honey bunny. And auditioning. I went to an audition. You know.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm so glad that we connected again. And God bless you and Rusty in your theater. And
Thank you. Me too. I'm so glad to talk to you.
And the name of my show, the radio show is What's the Story with Maria. And I have a Facebook page. So feel free to post. I just opened it up today so people can post their stuff. If you want to post something you guys are doing now that the audience knows. And this show's going to be on it's on Spotify, the podcast, so you'll be able to hear yourself as of tomorrow morning on Spotify if you type in What's the Story with Maria.
Cool.
Okay?
Fun. All right.
All right, sweetheart. Great talking to you.
All right. Great to talk to you, too.
I miss your face.
Bye.
I know, she's a cutie.
Sweetie.
Shawnna's a cutie. Shawnna, I was telling Dana how we used to kibitz in the kitchen before we'd go out and actually deal with the customers. Right? We were always on the same page.
Oh, yeah.
We always bitched about the same stuff. Yeah.
Meals before service, like.
Yeah.
Sit at the table and dish.
Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to. All right, honey. Well, thank you for calling in, and I have your number now, and you have mine, okay?
Yes, wonderful.
All right, sweetheart. Take care.
You too.
All right, bye, honey.
I have to say, just about the living room.
Please.
It's an incredible space. It's a two-story building. It's huge. There's a huge freight elevator that is in the back, and it's actually, in the old days, it used to be a car show room, like a showing room.
How crazy is it? So let me just stop you for 1 second.
Sure.
Maria Filiamani has joined us. Maria Cristina Gonzalez has joined us. Mike Brebner, my buddy from Stoneham. Peter Iannello has been on the show. Wonderful. Maria Filiamani is my sweetheart friend from out in Morristown. So, well, that's the difference. We were talking about spaces, between New York and this Kansas City, Missouri. So tonight, really, the focus of the show, or some of the focus of the show, is going to be about theater in the Midwest or anywhere, like anywhere that you're doing theater other than New York. There's so much great theater. It's not just that you have to be in New York or Boston or Chicago, even, because Chicago is an amazing, or LA. There's so much great theater happening.
I gotta toot the horn. I gotta toot the horn of some Kansas City theater.
Please.
To be very honest and real. Not only is that space fantastic, but what Rusty and Shawnna have done with the living room in that community has been phenomenal. And I say that not just because I'm friends with them. It's
that
just
sounds
because
really cool.
It's because of the work that they've done. They've
And
rounded
that
up
is
some
a
of the
lot
best
of work.
talent.
That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. But their productions have always been fantastic. Everybody works their tails off because they want to make a good product there, and I cannot endorse them enough. If you live anywhere in or near the Kansas City, Missouri area, do yourself a favor and go check out whatever they're doing at the Living Room, and it's going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be. You're not going to go and see, the run of the mill. You're not going to go see Hello Dolly there. You're going to see something that's a little off the beaten path, something that's a little more intimate and in your face, and they switch it up.
Great?
It's great. They use that space. I've seen shows. Let's see here, and participated in shows in 4 different areas of that building.
Really? That's how big it is?
That's how big it is. That's how many different rooms and
wow, that's
depending
huge.
on if they want a smaller, if they really want
So
to get you like
let me
a
stop you for
Blackbird,
one second, because
sure.
what happens is people come up so quickly.
Yeah.
I don't want to forget them. Jeannie Craig has popped on. Hi, Jeannie Craig. Leah Sutton. Hi, Leah Sutton. So I just want to acknowledge John Pandish has joined us. Hi, everybody. So what we're talking about, and Dana, then I want you to continue, and then Jean's going to call in, is we're talking about theater outside of New York. So we tonight we kind of focused on the Midwest because our friends are the Kansas City, Missouri. Our mutual friend Shawnna Jorgensen called in. We just happen to both know her from other parts of our lives, and Dana and I are next door neighbors. So how crazy is that in New York? 8 million people. We're next door neighbors, and we both know some of the same people. So and then Jean's going to call in, but. So that building, they have this theater called the Living Room KC, right?
Mm-hmm. LivingRoomKC.com. The building's fantastic, and the use of the space is just a blast, because anytime you walk in there, you don't know what area of the building you're going to go to.
So how many theaters are in the building?
Well, it's the thing. They've converted this area into, like I said, it used to be an open showroom.
Wow.
You can go, actually, it's really a 3-level. The second level is... it's actually a gallery space, and they've had just art gallery shows up in there. My wife had her wedding shower in the downstairs area of the living room, so it's an event space.
It's an event
space. Very they make it whatever they need it to be. And
yeah, but that's the cool part about when you have big spaces like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is like Emily McNamara and her husband David. They got married in this huge space out in Queens, and they converted it. They turned it into like a wedding event space for that day.
Yeah.
But they also have like showings and art gallery showings and all kinds of events.
Yeah.
Richard Koch has joined us. He's an amazing photographer. I love your book, Richard. I've been going very slowly with it. He's an amazing photographer. He has this book that just came out called New York, New York, and Koch is spelled Koek. Please do yourself a favor and get this book. It's from the point of view of inside of New York. Person's eyes, which is very different. So yes, I'm kissing you too, Richard Koch, but I do love your book. Listen, when I promote stuff on this show, it's because I want to. Nobody is pushing me to do anything I don't want to do. There's so much great stuff out there. So now, Jeanne Simpson, it is 9:30. So Shawnna has called in from Kansas City. My friend Jeanne Simpson, who we grew up in Stoneham together. And she moved out to Danville, Illinois. She's going to call in any second. So we'll talk about how she is. Here she goes.
How's that for timing?
Perfect. Hi, Jeanne. Hang on, honey. I'm going to put you on speakerphone. Are you there?
Okay.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
Here.
Oh, my God. This is so exciting. I was going to say friggin' exciting, and I'm going to say it.
I'm looking at you on mute, so I'm a little behind.
Oh, that's all right, honey. Yeah, don't worry about what's happening there, because there's like a delay. So, well, I thought of you right away because we were talking about our friend Shawnna calling in from Kansas City, and I said, wait a minute, I really want to focus this week on theater, outside of New York. And then I was like, wait, we could do this whole Midwestern thing. Because
I'm so excited. And
yes.
I'm gonna go to Missouri.
How far is that from where you are? How far is that?
I honestly don't know. It's probably like 7 or 8 hours from where I am. But once you're in the Midwest, that's nothing.
Where is Danville located in Illinois?
Okay, so Danville, Illinois is about 5 miles from the Indiana border. We're in east central Illinois.
Okay.
So about
3 hours south of Chicago and about 2 hours west of Indianapolis.
Okay.
And literally in the middle of the corn and the soy.
How long does it take you to get to St. Louis?
St. Louis is 4 hours.
Yeah, it's going to be about that.
Yeah, that's about 4 hours.
Yeah, but it's like you said, you know, if you're driving anyway and you're used to driving out that way and you want to find some great theater, well, that makes your story even more fascinating because now you're involved in a theater company. Because I follow all the stuff that you do. You guys have done you did Rocky Horror, right? You did Violet.
I was in Rocky Horror at the age of 58, people.
Why not?
Awesome.
I saw you with your little skivvies on there. I saw you half naked.
I was not half naked, actually. But I'm going to do a quick shout-out right now because my friend Brian Jenkins is watching the show right now.
Okay.
And he played Frankfurter in Rocky Horror.
Yeah, very cute. I saw those pictures. He's very cute.
He's beautiful, and he just moved to Chicago, and I'm hoping he's going to hit it big in Chicago theater because he's amazingly talented.
Cool.
Love you, Brian. But I will tell you that when I moved from the Boston area, one of the things that I was terrified of is that I was leaving all culture behind.
Yeah.
And I got out here to this little blue-collar city in the middle of the corn and the soy and was amazed to find 3 theater companies, a symphony orchestra, a municipal band,
amazing,
a community chorus, and this is all in a city of 36,000 people.
Wow. That's incredible,
and I've been involved with the musical theater company primarily since about 2004 when my kids got a little bit older and I could start doing that again.
Yeah. Well, they're all grown up now, right?
Yeah, I'm an empty nester. I'm a really happy empty nester.
I was going to say, most people I know suffer for about 2 days and then they're jumping for joy.
No, not an issue for me. We were like, fly, birdies, fly fast. But I have been, the opportunities that I have had to grow as a thespian here in Danville has been remarkable. I have played some amazing roles. Probably the best thing I've been able to do is start directing.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's like a big deal.
Dude, I love it. I love directing. I started with the Spitfire Grill in 2010.
I love the Spitfire Grill. Oh my
God. That. It was amazing.
I got to play Caleb, and it was fantastic.
I have to admit, I've never seen that show. I don't know that show.
Really
it's beautiful.
Oh, I can't wait.
Beautiful show.
Yeah.
Nice small cast, beautiful, gorgeous, stunning music.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I went from that, and then I went from that to La Cage aux Folles.
Wow.
Alrighty.
So that was a week for me.
Yeah, and Violet, didn't you do Violet too?
I just did Violet last year, and
Amazing.
I am so excited to share that I have just made the commitment to direct Next to Normal.
Wow.
Nice. Congratulations.
That's
Danville.
a really big deal.
It's a huge deal, especially for our town. It has been a long time since we could say bad words on. You know, it's only been 5 years that you could do gay on the stage in this town. So
yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine that things are very different out that way sometimes.
Just a little bit, Maria.
Yeah, just a little bit. Well, you're right on the Indiana border there, right?
Yes, and literally, if you step out of town, you're in corn.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Listen, I got to tell you, Jeanne. Mike Brebner says hello. Eddie Kutu says hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. They're all so excited that you're on. Yeah, because we, and one of our friends just posted it on my Facebook wall, all of our Facebook walls. We were in a theater company that we started in the 80s.
We started.
In
1979.
Right, and the name of that company was Stoneham Summit Theater. Yep. And we did amazing shows. And we did Godspell. We did Grease.
Yep.
We did
Babes in Arms.
Right, and Once Upon a Mattress.
Pippin.
Yeah, Pippin too, right. Yes, oh my God. And it was so much fun. And what a family we had. Like, theater people, you know, when they say there's no people like show people, it's true. And you become these families that last forever. We still are a family.
40 years ago, Maria.
Don't say it, Jeanne. Say it ain't so.
You're going to get in trouble.
But listen, we still look good, though. That's the key. We still look good.
I would have never guessed.
Seriously, we've known each other. Jeanne and I have known each other 40 years.
40 years.
Can you believe that?
I can't. It's like a blink of an eye. It's kind of scary.
And I got to tell you, Jeanne Simpson has been one of the most patient human beings with me over time that you can imagine. And she's laughing because she knows I'm right. So, Jeanne, I want to thank you for sticking it out because you are a true blue friend. Because I was hell on wheels in my 20s.
She was.
Thank you.
And Maria's mom, she and I were like a tag team.
Yeah, you really were.
I loved your mom so much.
She loves you too, honey.
All the time.
Actually, you know what? Tomorrow's my mom's birthday.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so that's one other reason I'm going to go to Boston and see my sister and stuff. So we're just
I'm
going to
take a moment for her tomorrow.
Yes, she'll
sure.
love it. My mother was a big ham. She'll love that you take a moment for her. All right, honey. Well, listen, what's the name of your company that we want to post it? Maybe when you get off, you can post it on. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm doing the Next to Normal with DLO Musical Theater.
DLO?
DLO.
Okay.
It used to be Danville Red Opera, but there was a name change a few years back because people get light opera and they're not understanding it's musical theater in general.
Right, okay.
And the other project that I'm involved with is we had a very dilapidated opera house in town, the Fisher Theater, and it's a passion project now for my husband and I and a whole bunch of people to restore this theater.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It's a big dream, and I post about that a lot. And people can, the renovations are happening now, so we are so excited.
Oh my God, I'm so impressed. Not surprised because you're one of these like dot your I's and cross your T's people. You always were, but always. But I'm so impressed. It's really incredible. That takes a lot of work.
Thank you.
Well,
back at you.
I love you to
Come
death.
a long way, baby.
And listen, yes, I have come a long way. Thank you for noticing. Yeah, I was I was Tara. And anybody that had to deal with me has got reservations in heaven. Yeah. So anyway, go ahead, honey.
No, I am just so happy for you and for your success and all the marvelous things you're doing. And one of these years, I'm going to make my annual trip to New York City.
Well, listen, why don't you and Susan Perry just pick a time, let me know, and just come to New York, and you can stay here with me. And you'll meet Dana. He's my next-door neighbor.
I just got a blow-up, so we've got even more space.
I'm telling you. Okay?
I am so excited. Thank you so much for having me on to talk a little bit about theater in the Midwest, which a lot of people don't understand. It really exists here in the
I know it. I know it's amazing.
There's good theater.
Why wouldn't it be?
Amazingly talented people out here. So
I believe it. And Jeanne, do me a favor. You can post things to my wall that you're working on because you've been on the show, and then I'll post them on the What's the Story with Maria page so that people can follow what you guys are doing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because
by the way, Danville, Illinois is the hometown of Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke?
Really?
Wow.
Dick Van Dyke, Gene Hackman,
Oh, wow.
Bobby Short,
Amazing.
and Donald O'Connor. So a lot of talent has come out of this little town.
And apparently, and now Jeanne Simpson Dunn has taken the torch and she's running with it.
I don't know if I'll ever be famous, but I love what I do. So
That's
great. But I will tell you,
that's
I love
it.
Central New England every day.
Yes,
Every
that is the
day.
key to a happy life and a successful life. That's it.
Well, yep, that's the key. Well, I am so happy to have had a moment on your show, and I watch you. I try to watch you every week.
I know you do, honey, and it means a lot to me. And I love you very much, and I appreciate you so much.
I love you, too, and you keep on doing it, girl.
All right, honey bunny. I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Okay, yep, bye-bye.
All right, bye, sweetheart.
She seems great.
She's fantastic. She's fantastic. She's an amazing, patient human being. And, I love that you guys are talking about, that we're talking about this, and that you actually, if it wasn't for you yesterday, knocking on my door to tell me about Shawnna, this wouldn't have happened. See how things happen? You got to be open in life. Like, one of the things I've been really doing a lot is being more and more open to just, riding with it, whatever comes up,
Going with wherever the wind blows.
And what would you say, what do you say the difference is, because you've done theater in both places, what would you say the difference is between theater out in the Midwest and theater out on the Northeast. Well, you toured a lot too when you were with Book of Mormon.
Yeah,
right?
I mean that you say I've done. I haven't done a lot of theater in New York yet. I mean, I just got to take part in. Actually, I should talk about this.
Yeah, please talk about whatever you want.
So while I was in the Book of Mormon,
and tell everybody who you played because
so
it's my favorite character.
I got to play Elder Cunningham.
Who's the funny one? The really funny one. The really funny.
It was a really fantastic
with
role.
the huge pipes. You got to have big pipes for that role.
But yeah, I toured with the first national tour, and then I was also sometimes traded over to the second national tour to cover vacations and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But one of my favorite people. I was going to say my favorite person, but I don't want to do that to my other friends from that tour.
Right. So one of your favorite.
But truly one of my favorite souls and one of my favorite just energies from that tour was a man named Marcus Terrell Smith. And Marcus has since, when he's done the show now, he's living in Los Angeles, and he wrote this new musical called Healing Retreat, A Life of Joy.
Wow, that sounds
And
beautiful.
It is. The title may change because it's a slight bit misleading. But we kind of like that as well.
Is it?
Let's just say it's one of those at this point in time because
Would Vince Vaughn have a role in the movie? One of those things.
We could fit him in there.
Yeah, okay.
We could fit him in there. But he texted me. He was just like, "Where are you and what are you doing?" And I was like, "Hey man, how are you?" And I said, "Well, I'm sitting on my couch in Washington Heights. What's up?" And he told me about the project, and he's been working on it for about a year, and that he sent it in to the New York Musical Festival, and his submission was the only submission from the entire West Coast that got accepted into the festival.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, I must stop you. This is an emergency.
Emergency.
Gina Savino has joined us.
Shout out to Gina.
You know what that means? We have to clap. That's my cousin Gina. Gina Savino, everybody.
What up, Gina?
Oh, my God. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? And her daughter, Gianna, is graduating tomorrow from makeup school. She'll be a certified makeup artist. She's amazing. Gina, do you remember what her Instagram tag is? Because her daughter does the most amazing makeup. Also, Gina and Joyce have a hair salon called Joyce's Unisex Salon. It's 132 Ferry Street, Everett, Massachusetts. So go visit them. My sister is a hairdresser, and she's at 1205 Main Street in West Concord. It's called European Flair. I like to give a shout out to my family and friends.
Heck
so your friend got the submission got picked up. Amazing.
The only one from the entire West Coast that got submitted or got accepted. And so he was unable, it's just a very new project. They're still rewriting things. They're still, it's still in development. And has been for a year. But
that's
he basically
how stuff starts,
he reached out and he's like, hey, I can't afford at this point in time to bring all of my current cast out. And somebody just kind of stopped responding, and it ended up to where both myself and my wife, there were roles for both of us in this project.
I can't believe it.
And so he, was like, I'd just love it if I could get the both of you to do it. And we were like, absolutely, miss you, love you, whatever you're working on, like send me your stuff. And so we got that was our New York debut, was to be able to. Well, actually, mine. Emily beat me to the punch. She got to do another project a little bit earlier than that, but anyway, like.
But it's good to work on separate things too. I want to stop you for a second. I'm sorry. This show, I know it can be obnoxious that I stop and start my guests, but I don't want to miss the people that are tagging in. Mario Cantone, my friend and Jeanne's friend, we grew up together. We actually they went to high school. They were in the same class, and then I was 2 years behind them. So Jeanne was on the show. You'll have to go back and listen. She was amazing. And so he's our mutual friend and a great guy. We love Mario. So
cool.
Wanted to say hi to Mario. Mike Breitner's there. And who else? Oh, Mandar has joined us as well. Mandar is very famous now in What's the Story with Maria. So, so talking about being, your friends, you don't, this is the beauty of theater.
You know what?
You don't know sometimes who you're friends with, and they write and you write, or you act. They dance. It's like,
and not only that,
you just collaborate.
You can
help
actually
each
really
other out.
tie this together back with the fact that
Shawnna,
it is a small world.
Tiny.
And yes, like not only like the Shawnna thing happened, but people that you work with at any level of theater. It could be a community theater. It could be a project of some new work that people are just getting into a room and speaking for the first time. Right. It doesn't matter what level it's on. You connect with those people.
Absolutely.
And they will remember you. I haven't done something with Marcus for like 3 years.
Yeah, well, listen, I have friends I haven't done stuff with in 30 years, but we are connected forever. You know, when you do a show together, it's almost like there's a blueprint, an emotional blueprint that happens that nobody can see, but everybody can feel it. And when that either hear the songs or you see pictures, all of a sudden it's stimulated and you feel all those wonderful feelings again. But what I love is, like, my perspective is different now from my life now as opposed to my life then, you know, which was like a little messy sometimes as a younger person. And now as an older person, you know, I have this luxury of looking back and appreciating what I had. So I think that's, and show people are so amazing. I do want to take a moment, because if we don't take this moment now, we're going to miss it, because Dana and I have so much to talk about. You know, this is the section of our show that we have reached called Go Ahead, Keep Eating. So I always cook for my guests. That's how I lure them in. And tonight is no exception. Dana was so sweet to come on at the last minute as my neighbor next door and talk Midwestern theater and all kinds of stuff. So what did I make for us? Because I didn't know if Emily, his wife, was going to join us, and I don't know if she eats a lot of meat. So I made us pasta with pesto. This pasta is called gemelli. Now, gemelli in Italian means twins. And it's because these two strands of pasta braided. So that's why it's called, and this pasta's from Italy. It's called Garofalo pasta. It's brand new. I love it. So these are gemelli pasta, and a little pesto and some butter and garlic and all that. Delicious. And now also, because Shawnna and I always have a theme to everything. Shawnna and I are also Geminis, so I went with Gemini pasta with the twins you see there. Then a delicious salad. Our salad tonight has red leaf lettuce, a little iceberg. In the summer, I always crave iceberg, so I mix it in with other stuff. Tomatoes, cucumbers, red peppers, and we're going to put a little white balsamic on that, and delicious extra virgin olive oil. That will be delicious. And then Dana, the other night when we coming home from work, I noticed that you like watermelon, as do I. It is summertime. Let's take advantage of this delicious watermelon. So that's what we're having. Of course, you know I always have cookies in the kitchen. So if this doesn't do it. Although today I went to the doctor to follow up on some blood work, and he kind of yelled at me. Everything's, my cholesterol's high, my sugars, and I couldn't even fake it and say, oh my God, what? How did that happen? I don't understand, because I am a fatty. No, you don't understand who you're dealing with. I eat all day long, and I eat the worst things. I mean, good things, but also the worst things. Like, I think I had like 6 turnovers this week. I mean, that's...
Seriously?
Yeah. It's not good. It's not good. Yeah, so anyway. So now, let's... yes, cookies. Thank you, Gina Savino. Gina understands. My family understands. Maria Filiomene, thank you. But she's always in shape. Maria, how are you Italian and always in shape? You can't fake blood work. No, you can't. So, it's everything was high today. And sometimes it's okay, and sometimes today it was through the roof. So I got to stop. Or take the Lipitor, whatever the hell they want me to. Okay, when are you going to start serving seamless, lady? Oh, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Can you imagine? I have so much extra time in my week. But maybe someday, Leo, I'll just cook out of my apartment and deliver it. That's not a bad idea, is it?
You could do that.
I could. You've had some of my
I've had some of her food.
Dishes.
I've been fortunate enough to get invited to this lady's Super Bowl party a couple years in a row now. Yeah, that is always fun. However, what I love about you is if I have extra food, which sometimes here's how I try to keep my weight down. I'll make big batches of things, but then, I'll eat a lot of it, but then I'm like, I got to get rid of this. So I will knock on Dana's door. I'm like, Dana, do you want some of this chicken salad? He's like, have I ever said no to you?
No.
I don't think I have.
That's one of the things I love about you. That is a good neighbor. A good neighbor that says, give me half of your cholesterol, please. I will relieve you of that.
Let me take you.
Right.
Or let me take that from you.
Yeah, I love that about you.
I love to help.
All right, so now, let me see, we have about 7 or 8 minutes left for the show. I know.
Time always flies with your show.
Always. First of all, because I never stop talking. And then just because there's so much to talk about.
Yeah.
And all our people come on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Next week I have Richard Skipper. Richard Skipper is a wonderful, iconic performer from New York. He's been around forever, and I can't wait to talk to him. And Bob Diamond is joining us as well. So that's happening. Then the week after that, I haven't scheduled that yet, so let's see. And then I'm going to be in Italy for 10 days. And Chris DiPiero, my great friend, and also Silvania Mastrolio, another one of my friends, they're gonna run my show while I'm away. So you are my next door neighbor. Keep an eye on these scoundrels.
Got it.
Make sure that they're not.
If I hear
He's
around.
a Yankee fan, so I have all this Red Sox memorabilia.
Oh.
Make sure.
Do you want me to hold
A
on to
matter
that
of
stuff for you?
fact, I may have to have you come in and supervise the event. Because
You've got a lot there.
I do have a
That's
lot.
a couple
there.
boxes full.
Let me show you all that my Red Sox memorabilia there, and there's more. There's so much more, So once again, we are. He's a Cubbies fan. I'm a Red Sox fan, even though we live in New York. But those are our hometown teams. So shout out to our teams. Oh, also Susie Turgeon. I don't know if she's popped on the show. She usually does. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Susie.
Happy birthday,
Turgeon.
Susie.
So Dana, what else is going on? What do you? Oh, so it's been the last time you were on the show was last October. What would you say the biggest change has been since last October?
Since last October. Okay, so let's see. Last October would have been only 10 months having lived in New York City.
Yeah.
And so we're almost a year from that. I've noticed, and I'm a very patient person. I'm a very easygoing guy. I'm a Midwesterner.
Yes, you are.
But I've started the New York City hardening has begun.
I love it. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you.
How has that
I have
happened?
stopped taking crap from people.
Isn't that nice?
I've stopped, there's a common misconception about New Yorkers especially, and East Coasterners, people on the East Coast,
Northeast,
that they're just a-holes.
Yeah.
And from a lot of people in the Midwest, and a lot of people in the Midwest, either just see the East Coast depicted on television, or they take
true for all of us.
Or they take their week trip to New York, and they're just kind of offset by this energy that comes at you, and it's very overwhelming. I mean, living in the city is it's a different beast.
It's a job.
And I really, coming off of Book of Mormon tour, I visited 66 cities between the United States and Canada, and my thought process was you're finally going to move to New York. Everybody makes a big deal about moving to New York City. And I was just it's just another city. I just went to all of the other cities. So it'll be fine. I was wrong. I was incredibly wrong. I was just so... It's so dumb compared to what actually finds you and punches you in the face when you get here.
Right.
But whether it's people doing stupid stuff on the train, or I had this guy just right behind here. I was walking Jameson, our awesome dog, the other day, and it's a quiet street. It's a one-way. There's not a whole lot of traffic that happens there.
Yeah, Washington Heights is pretty cool.
But it's just I finally had an instance where we were the only two people on the entire corner. And I had my leash out, and we're almost home, but Jameson always stops at this one corner of a building, and always smells it, and I know it's going to happen, whatever, but I'm not that far away from the guy. Or not far away from the dog, and all of a sudden this dude comes from behind me, and he, literally has to step this far to get around me. From here to here. We're talking a foot. We're talking a foot and a half, right? To get around me, and he mumbles, and I was I just was having one of those days where I'm not taking it.
Around here. I know. Some people
and so I was just
looking for a fight.
I know, I wasn't backing down this day. No, I just said, I was excuse me, sir?
I know.
And he's you're taking the whole sidewalk.
Yeah.
With the dog.
You know what I find?
And I said, no, I just wasn't going to have it. And I was just I literally looked at myself, and the fact that he had to move those 18 friggin' inches with no crowd around, was a thing. And I just, as he was walking, I was hey, congratulations on being able to get around me. I'm really proud of you for having to, step around.
You know what
I'm just done taking the crap.
I know. That's what happens.
So
One
dumb.
day you just snap. That's it. And Dana, you snapped that day.
I snapped in a very sarcastic way.
But I enjoy a good snap. But I will tell you, one of the things that after a while this is how you'll really know the day you become a New Yorker. When you walk over somebody. You literally there is someone on the street. Whereas any other city, if someone was literally out cold on the street, you would call 911 or try to perform CPR. New York is the only city, and people are putting likes up there because
It's
where you
true.
literally will step over someone.
I don't like it, but it's true.
Jimmy, I think we're getting close to the end of our show.
Dang it.
Yeah, I know. All right, so
Somebody said earlier in the comments you need to make this a 2-hour show, and I'm kind of saying they might be onto something. Just
well, this
throwing
is
it
what
out.
I feel though, and to quote my dad, "Leave him hanging, kid."
That's true.
what he always told me.
That's true.
And I kind of like that the hour flies by. But yeah, it is fun. Maybe sometime we'll just stay on Facebook longer. The show, the hour that we have for the radio station is an hour, and I think it's coming to an end. So I don't want to. Yeah, Jimmy hasn't given me the total. Get the hell off. That usually
Get off.
be like 30 seconds. But anyway,
Boy.
so let's wind it down. We want to thank everybody for coming and checking out our show. We're here every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. What's the Story with Maria? We have a page. Please go and like our page. What's the Story with Maria? And we have just great people all the time. And my mission is to showcase my wonderful friends and neighbors and people that I care about and tell the world what they're doing, because we're all doing something and we're creating and putting forth all this wonderful stuff. So keep making your art, keep being great, and sometimes you got to snap. I think we should leave them with
Yeah,
Like
sometimes
Dana,
you
he
gotta
snapped.
You gotta let it go. You gotta just, you can't take it constantly.
no, you can't.
I'm a nice guy, but
That's it. He snapped.
no, I'm done with the
As the
crap.
Italians would say, he freaking snapped.
Friggin' snap!
That's it. Okay, good night, everybody. We appreciate you, Marisa. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow and love you. And happy birthday if it's your birthday. It's my mom's birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday to my mom in heaven. Love you guys. Thanks, everyone. Good night. And remember, go ahead. Keep eating. Wonderful. Okay, I think poor Jimmy has to go to his next show. All right. Thank you, Jimmy.